Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about another Kingdom Hearts theory that I've been thinking about for a long time now, and that is with Sora having the gazing eye. Now, this could be a glitch that might be an accident, or this could be an actual Easter egg. So, today we're going to be talking about the gazing eye, and I would like to give credit to a YouTuber that I actually am subscribed to. I will look up his channel right now. HMK, I got this, the first part of the video from his new YouTube video. So, or one of his new ones right here. So please, if you want to know where I got the inspiration from the Sora part, it's from his channel, so just want to give him credit. Okay. Alright. So, this is pretty interesting because due to the fact that I've had a theory for a while of young Xehanort, not of Sora, about why he actually has the gazing eye. So we're first going to actually start with the Sora part, and then we'll go to young Xehanort part. So, in HMK's video, Sora has the gazing eye at the end of, or the beginning of young Xehanort's desperation move on his last HP. He does a forceful desperation move when he's about to die. And if you put the camera on selfie mode while the desperation is starting, it will go here and start with this effect. It will show Sora with the gazing eye and everything else. So, in HMK's video, he was talking about how also Sora was in a state of looking like he's dying. I do not know about all the facts on that, so go watch his video when it comes to that. But I do find this very interesting to see Sora having the gazing eye in this glitch. Now, this could be a glitch, or this could be an Easter egg knowing Nomura. It could be both. So, let's actually get started with the theory of today's video. So, Sora has the gazing eye. Let's say this is actually an Easter egg, and this is something that is blood related to Sora. So, we're going to go to young Xehanort. And I'd like to talk about something with him. So we're going to zoom in here, bring it down, and zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so with young Xehanort, if you notice in his data battle, his eye coloration is actually not Norded. This is something I actually want to talk about for a while. And his Keyblade also has the gazing eye. So, first we're going to talk about why young Xehanort's eyes aren't Norded in this data battle. It's a theory that I have. Young Xehanort met the Master of Masters while his eyes were still the same color as technically his hair. But during this time, young Xehanort said that he did not have the Keyblade in Recoded because he did not use it in Birth by Sleep. Now that could be just a mistake on Nomura's part where he kind of tried to fix the story, but it became so convoluted. He was like, okay, I can't fit this in. But let's say it isn't. This could be young Xehanort during the time he was going through time finding the organization members for the real Organization 13 for Master Xehanort. So, the reason why I say this is because his eyes are not Norded, but in all of Kingdom Hearts 3 and in the recoded extra scene, his eyes are Norded. Now, in Dream Shot Distance, it's been a while, so they probably aren't, but I'm just going to say they are. Actually, I could look it up now. But the thing is that it's pretty interesting because his eyes are not Norded in the data battle, which makes no sense because in all of Kingdom Hearts, his eyes were Norded. Okay, so in Dream Shot Distance, his eyes are Norded, which is pretty interesting. Here, even in Kingdom Hearts 3, his eyes are Norded in the story. But for some reason in the data battle, his eyes are not Norded. He would even click on this picture, and it's even saturated with a different coloring. His eyes are definitely Norded. But if we go and actually click here, and click here, and then click here. There's a YouTube video by Xbox and Play Games. And if you look closely, young Xehanort's eyes... Oops, that's my mistake. Young Xehanort's eyes are definitely not Norden. So it's pretty interesting, actually, on why that could be. Well, my first theory is that this is the young Xehanort that spoke to the Master of Masters on the rock when Master Xehanort was speaking to him about his future and his destiny, how he won't need the cloak once he becomes the one to master the darkness. Now, if that is too early in the story, because that was during the time of the Mark of Mastery, then we will go forward a little bit more. This could be young Xehanort during the time he was jumping during Birth by Sleep when he fought Ventus, Terra, or Aqua during which story you were playing. This could be the version of it, or this just could be in any type of jumbled timeline. Now, in Dream's Drop Distance, he summoned his Keyblade, but during that time his eyes were Norded, so it can't be during that issue. Now, this could be just a design that Nomura likes his eyes not Norded, but still, that can't be the reason why. And so I'm going back to the gazing eye theory here that HMK had, that during this desperation move, does Sora have the gazing eye because young Xehanort in Dream's Drop Distance during his desperation move has something very similar to the foretellers. Now I have the foretellers pulled up here, and you might not be able to see it in this picture, so I might have to find something else. But if you see, they have these little dangly jewels on them. I don't know what they are, but if we go, you see each one of them have them in their different colors. Well, if we go back to young Xehanort and we it's not here. If we type in DDD for Dream's Drop Distance, young Xehanort has the same thing in his battle with Riku, which is pretty interesting because I want to say this now in this video. Young Xehanort has the same jewelry or item that the foretellers wear in his technique in Dream's Drop Distance. And I can even try to prove that for a little bit more context. So we have young Xehanort here. Actually, instead of deleting that, let me make another new tab and let me type in Kingdom Hearts, and we will type in the foretellers. I'm going to bring them up again because I want to bring up one of them separately. See how each one of them have their own jewelry that dangles from them, which is pretty cool in their design. I've always thought that. Oh, well, Era's is a little bit hard to see, but his is purple. Now, if young Xehanort, you actually can't see all of the things in his DDD, in this DDD picture from Dream's Drop Distance. So maybe we could probably find another picture down here. No. Okay. Well, it's pretty interesting to think this, because if this picture of young Xehanort in the data battle is the one during the time when the Master of Masters met him, or after the entire thing with him deciding that he will become the Seeker of Darkness, that means why Sora's eyes would change in this battle could be because it's just a glitch, or because the eyes that Sora have can see young Xehanort in this form. This young Xehanort met the Master of Masters, so why wouldn't Sora's eyes react from seeing this young Xehanort, especially with the gazing eye in his Keyblade and the Time Keyblade, because this young Xehanort was told by the Master of Masters that you could become the one to change the world for the better. So those are the theories that I have for today. And the thing is that I would like to keep talking about is that if this is true, Sora's eyes are starting to be affected because of young Xehanort. When he looks at young Xehanort without his eyes Norded, this is what his eyes do. That would be pretty interesting. Because I would actually like to go to something else. I have these other things pulled up because these Keyblades also have the gazing eye. Vanitas's. So yes, Vanitas, Master Xehanort's, theirs have the gazing eye. Young Xehanorts have the gazing eye. Even Riku's have the gazing eye. I can look that up right here. Type in Riku's Keyblade. And his should pop up. His have the gazing eye right here. So it's pretty interesting to think about that. Because if we think really hard here, guys, with each other, even if we click here of all these different Keyblades. Riku's Soul Eater in Way to Dawn, Vanitas' Void Gear, Terra's Chaos Ripper, Sora and Riku's End of Pain, Young Xehanort's Keyblade, Master Xehanort's Keyblade, they all have the gazing eye. Why do all of them have it? I don't understand why, in my opinion. Even in my thoughts, in my mind. So, let's actually go back here and go back to the theory that I have with why the gazing eye is now so important in Kingdom Hearts. Well, I would like to say right now, in all of the other data battles, Sora's eyes do not react to any other one. Now, that's just what I'm saying now, due to the fact that Young Xehanort's always been the odd one out to me ever since I did the first data battle, due to the fact that why is his eyes not Norded? It's such a complicated thing I always thought to myself, but I'll never know in these data battles why. Maybe it could be just a design choice. I mean, because this actually is an Easter egg that HMK said this could be an Easter egg, but I never said anything because I thought it wasn't really that big of a deal. But we're going to look up Kingdom Hearts 3, and then we're going to type in Organization 13. Not the fake one, please. Please no. Okay. Here we go. Against every other member here, Sora's eyes stay the same. Which is pretty interesting because if you think about it, no one else here has met the Master of Masters. Riku didn't. Terranort did technically, because, well, you know, Master Xehanort is Ansem, Xemnas, Terranort, Young Xehanort, but let's not say. The only one here that technically has met the Master of Masters and looked at him eye to eye is Young Xehanort. In this form of Xehanort. Not, you know, Master Xehanort. He has seen him, but Master Xehanort said he probably would never see him again. But Young Xehanort met him during that time, so he probably remembers him very likely. So, this could be a lot of lore implications that maybe Young Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts is not done yet, due to the fact that even in his death, he told Sora that his time is up. But the thing is that why aren't his eyes Norded even during death? None of them are. And all of their eyes are Norded. But Young Xehanort's in the data battle, that makes absolutely no sense. So I don't understand that. And even in Birth by Sleep, I don't think we even got to see his face. So, it's still. So, we're going to look at another just close image here that I'd like to look up. Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to type in the... Oh, well, this is pretty cool. But we're going to type up Kingdom Hearts Gazing Eye. Let's see if we can just find a picture of the eye itself. We have this. We'll probably just use this. Okay. Why? Why now? Why after all this time is, yeah, the gazing eye such just a huge factor in Kingdom Hearts? Like, is the gazing eye connection to something? Is the gazing eye like a part of Kingdom Hearts? Like, well, it seems like someone already has that here for a mini analysis. But think about it. Sora's eyes change during Young Xehanort, so that could mean anything. It really could. But on why young Xehanort's data battle? Is it because this young Xehanort was close to the Master of Masters during the time he was going through time when his eyes weren't Norded? That's why Sora's eyes changed? Is it because when young Xehanort used his time ability, Sora's eyes changed because the eyes allow him to see young Xehanort's time abilities? Maybe? I don't know. It's just all headcanon now. So that's it for today's video, guys. So please, leave your ideas in the comments below, and if you see this video, remember to go give HMK credit for some of this theory regarding Sora's eyes, and me watching this video to see this. And thanks for watching. I'll see you.